Cattle breeders have been registering Angus cattle since the American Angus Association was formed in 1883. In this special report, we learn how the registration paper has come a long way.
Back in 1873, when George Grant brought the first Angus cattle to the United States, verifying Angus genetics was little more than a handshake. But by 1883, a growing Angus population needed a way to verify those pedigrees. That's where the American Angus Association came in with the registration paper. Since that time, the registration paper has changed quite a bit.
The original registration papers only had the sire and dam and the individual information on that particular animal listed. And as things progressed, in the 1950s, they bought some burros and some IBM machines that was able to print 3-generation pedigrees. And so during the 50s, they started printing 3-generation pedigrees off key punch cards.
By the 1960s, the organization began adding performance information to ancestral data. As data systems and selection tools evolved, so did the registration certificate.
Not only does it tell you the 3-generation animals that's in its pedigree, it gives you the EPDs on the date that particular pedigree was printed. It gives you the ratios that has been submitted in through the AHIR program. It also gives you the sire's ratios, progeny ratios, and the dam's progeny ratios that's on that pedigree. So there's a huge amount of information describing the genetics on that pedigree. Also, it tells you anything that we have with regard to whether that animal has been DNA marker typed. It also tells you if there's been any genetic abnormality testing on that particular animal. And that's noted not only on the animal, but it's noted on all the animals in that 3-generation pedigree.
Today's registration is much more than simply paper.
Well, the real value behind a registration paper is the information that goes along with the animal, the EPDs essentially, because that tells you what that animal has the potential to produce and what that animal has produced, if it's a highly proven animal. So, and we've gone from basically, and I'm not saying that the 3-generation pedigree is not important, because it is, but the other valuable part of a registration certificate is the EPDs and the genetic information documenting what that animal is today. That information is all available on the web, and all you have to have is the registration number, or it can be also searched by name.
Visit Angus.org to learn more.